This is a radio show that never ever leaves you the same way, and by that I mean that I always leave you better than I met you. How has your week been? And I trust that we're going to have a beautiful time together today. That's because I have beautiful, great things. Beautiful and great things. Hang in, you'll find out. All right, so it's going to be 30 minutes of unforgettable value addition. That's what we're signed up to on this show. Every time you make a date with this show, it's about becoming better. You know about becoming the better version of you, right? And another thing I'd always start with is remind you to be grateful for life. Never take life as a right or an entitlement. It's a privilege that God has given to you. Two things asked to do every time you remember that: be grateful for life, and secondly, celebrate it. Life isn't about the kind of car that you ride and all those ephemeral things. It's actually about the breath that you have right there inside of you. So celebrate it, because I believe that once you celebrate life, life becomes all the more worth celebrating for you. Celebration can be a sense of gratitude sometimes. All right, so welcome to the show today. It's going to be a very, 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 very beautiful one. And talking about celebrate life, I'd like to give a quick shout out to 3 different clients of ours at RCV. First of all, is congratulations to Mr. Sunday Ayeni, Executive Director of the SS Afri Homes and Properties. He clocked the big 40 on March 8th. Congratulations! And then the CEO of Dynasty Threshold Limited also marked his birthday. Don't ask me what age. Marked his birthday on the 10th of March, which was also in the week. We celebrate you. Many more years of impact and influence. And finally, I want to give a big shout out to Rich Life Group. Rich Life Group clocked the big 5 as a business entity. You see, in Nigeria, when you do a business and it clocks 5, you will go and be shouting as if it's 50 years. Because those who do business in Nigeria understand what doing business looks like for real. So yes, we celebrate with that awesome client of ours, Rich Life Group. This show is brought to you with the huge partnership of Pertinence Group. You know, you can never miss that. When you listen to the jingles and all, you know that that's the Baba that has been standing gidigba. I'm not attempting to make this a pigeon show today, but you know, I seem to be in that frequency this hour. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so yes, Pertinence Limited has been doing this for 3 years and plus, and we cannot but continue to say big thank you. The kind of shows that you host or sponsor tell us what you value. It shows that this organization values values character and values corporate governance, doing it the best way possible. Thank you, Pertinence Group. So now brace yourself. It's time for unlearning. It's time for learning and relearning. Get set, because it's value all the way. Last week, we continued looking at relationship, character, and prospect in this year. The year is getting old already. Before you blink, March has gone, and that means Q1 is done. People in business understand when one quarter moves. So you have 3 more to prove what that year. In fact, those who are very finicky with planning know that you don't have up to 3 quarters to prove what that year should be. You have 2 more. The third one, you should be taking stock of how it has gone down for the year. But we want to assure you, we would like to be very optimistic here that everything will be fine. Yes. Everything will be fine. Now, pastors with me, they say, yes, of course, yes, of course. Okay, so I'll tell you whose voices you're hearing pretty soon. And before I go tell you what, so last week, yes, we looked at what is the money that changes people's character. Awesome show. Awesome show. The conclusion was that there's nothing inside money. Money is a very, very innocent servant. it takes on the character of the person that has it in its possession. So if you were very, very lousy as a poor person, get ready to have the higher version of what lousiness looks like when you're rich. Because at that point, you don't even need anyone to caution you. You are a man of yourself, the way people say. Anyway, so that's so much for last week. This week, I have two big people in the studio with me, and they are going to be looking at another interesting topic supposed to help you make certain valuable decisions at the end of the show. And today we are saying, guys. So this thing is on guys' table, and both of them are guys, are big guys. Okay, so guys, would you let your friend marry your sister into a family house? So the two people that will be putting mouth in this matter with me today, the way I like to say it. The first is Mr. Emmanuel Oku. You can't see them except you go online or you're watching via Facebook or you decide to visit the website of 92.3 FM. So if you are probably watching us, so you know that's Mr. Emmanuel Oku, Head Technical and Business Development, Sentinel. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Sentinel is a beautiful brand that is growing in leaps and bounds and is tag team in the person of Mr. Ebosede Monday. Is also here, Head Marketing and Logistic. Logistic Baba. We have somebody like that in our RCB that we call Logistic Baba. So I'm glad to have you.
Thank you very much, God bless you.
Thank you for coming. As it is hot,
Okay.
let me ask you first. You know there is this thing about guys protecting their sisters and guys being allies to their friends. So a point at which you allow your friend go out with your sister, there's this way you keep an eye on everything. And so this particular guy, well brought up and all, and then wedding bell set in, but you notice he's still living in his family house and it's time to marry your sister. So we're saying, would you, if you had the power to change anything, would you let your friend marry your sister into a family house? Who goes first? Tinini tanana. Okay, let Mr. Ebosede go first. Would you? It's just your personal take on this.
Okay, thank you very much. Would I allow, or will I allow
Is your
my
allow?
own friend to marry my own sister into his family house?
That's, he does not have his own house
He
as
doesn't have
at
his own
that point.
house at that point. The truth is this. He wants to marry.
Yes,
He has to be in a place.
yes.
He has to be in a house. So as long as he was not able to secure a place or to have a home.
Why? Why will you not be able?
So that is the thing. That's the point there. So as long as he was not able to have a home before the marriage time, of course, I think I can allow it.
Okay, you can.
Yes. And of
For
course,
what
that is why we are also trying to make people understand today that we are no longer living in the past. What I mean by in the past is, you see, some people have this mentality or ideology of course, for me to have my own house or have my own home has not yet, it's not yet time. The time has not come. Or maybe probably feel that they are not earning so much per se, in quotes, maybe in millions, for them to have been able to have a house. And that is why I call some of these things poor preparation from the get-go, or
So,
poor planning.
I like that point. I want to please hold on that.
Okay.
Yes, I was looking for the factor of planning.
Okay.
And there's a character twist to planning, attitudinal twist to planning.
Yes.
Planning isn't always a skill issue.
Yes.
At times it's attitude. So you know you should do something and you keep telling yourself, I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. Or you're the type that writes it down and never translates it into action as I went you. Okay, so thank you, sir. He says he can give that guy a chance. Even though he didn't tell me how much he knows that his sister will go through. Because I believe you love your sister, but let's leave it there. I don't want to influence your thoughts. Yes.
Well, just like Mr. Monday said,
yes.
For me, it is neither here nor there.
Okay.
It pretty much has to do with, the reason that surrounds such a decision at the moment, because this is a friend and I should understand why he's making such a decision. Of course, ideally, you shouldn't get married that way.
So it's not
Because
ideal.
yes, because the factors, there are so many factors. Even the husband and wife, a wife have problem with the husband in her own house. How much more when he's going to family house? That will expose her to so many things too. And that's where the fear is.
Yes.
And being a friend, I should be able to understand why he's making that decision. And again, for how long will it be? Because it's a deal.
Abi,
For how long will
how
it be?
long
Because there are
how long is too long?
the fear of mother-in-law is the beginning of wisdom.
Ew.
Because by the time a lot begin to happen, you will not know whether he's your friend or not. But at the interim, because he has not been able, like Mr. Monday said, to do something for himself, and it's right time to do that, and he's a friend, you can also vouch for his character, because that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, so
You know.
but is marriage a sudden thing?
Eh.
Is it sudden?
No, not really. That
Hey.
this is issue of making provision for the accommodation of
Exactly.
the house.
Exactly.
And it happens that some things have been taken care of, and that aspect has not been sorted out. And being a friend, for me, I will allow it, but it shouldn't be a lifetime thing.
It will be
It
my
should be something.
all eyes on you.
It should be something they can handle. It's something they should be guided. It's something they should be wary about, because there are so many things attached to it. It's not a deal thing to do.
Okay,
but
so if I were to put it, if I wanted a straight answer from you, would you advise it?
no way,
Okay,
I won't.
all right. You would not advise it.
I won't.
What is a family house? A family house, according to Oxford Dictionary, is a house belonging to or lived in by a particular family, especially over several generations. So maybe the great grand is there, the grand is there, and everybody is there. And for every new home, there is this desire to have your privacy.
It's even biblical,
Of
if you know that. Because you shouldn't marry. Of course, Bible said that
They say
a
you
man
should
should
move.
live, and now we are asking to let's consider it also.
Exactly.
There's a violation
exactly.
there.
Now, that is leading me to a question that I have in my heart. Why is it that young men do not seem to have owning their own? I've left renting now. I'm trying to take it a notch higher, since both of you are in the real estate industry. Why is it that the average young person, top 3 on his agenda isn't owning a house, like buying or building? Oh no, somebody just gave me a laughter now. God. Okay, what happened? See the way shock could die. What did they happen here? Okay, so why is it not, honestly? Is it because of what you earn, or because you are not aware of the opportunities available? Like, you don't know that there's a do it easy template that might be available somewhere, or is it that you are scared that everybody in real estate is going to dupe you, or is it that you don't even have the education of the importance of entering real estate early enough as an investment option? Or don't you know that when school fees begin to come and they begin to interchange with house rent, it can cause hypertension? It can even make that family to have tension, the new family. So why do you think it is? You may not have all the right answers, but have you ever thought of it that why don't we have more young people saying, I build a house before I get married? Is it impossible?
It is not impossible.
Okay, so
I call one of the reasons why some persons or young guys are not able to go into this before getting married. I will call it fear of the unknown. That's one of it.
Where is the unknown, sir?
Fear of the unknown. So that's one of it, in the sense that some persons look at, if you are not in, sometimes you may be thinking that it is difficult. And some will be looking at, let me say, the income they are receiving at the moment,
Okay.
that it is not enough yet
Okay.
to build a house. Not knowing that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with just a step.
One step.
So you discover that some people today earn 100,000, even 50,000, 200,000, as the case may be. And at the end of the day, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years,
You could have achieved.
they could have achieved something.
Go.
Are you getting it? When you have available land, the first step is to get a land.
Yes.
And of course,
which sentinel
Okay.
of course,
we make available
which
as soon as
yes,
possible.
which we can make available
Yes.
as a real estate company, Sentinel, which is the owner of DOC Gardens nationwide.
Yeah.
Now, you discover that some persons earns this money, like one of our estate, like sorry to digress a little, one of our estate is the current price, which is the front price, 600,000 naira. And for a person that is earning 100,000 or earning 150 or 200,000, if you manage, you should be able to put aside 50,000 a monthly.
You tighten your
stomach
because you want to achieve a
you
goal.
should have a target. So within 12 months, even before then, you would have been able to achieve. Within 12 months, in 1 year, you have. So that's why we have instrumental payment plans in order to also make it easier for a lot of persons out there that feel, I don't have millions, I don't have hundreds of thousands of naira for me to do this. Why not key into the opportunity with just a 50,000 naira?
Mr. Obasa is a marketer, forget.
So
before you know, you are sold to all of you. So
but
yes, but it's
thing.
not. I pick the fact that it's not impossible. People
Yes.
should expand their horizon.
Their
People
thinking.
should break the walls in their minds.
It has to do with character.
And make it. Yes, you have to believe that it can be done.
It
You need
is.
to have that confidence
Yes, of
that
course.
you can do it. So, Mr. Eku, do you know that one of the things people will do when they are getting ready to marry is, if he was living in his one room, self-contained before, they say, my babe, they come, blah blah blah. Next thing, he has gone to 2-bed or 3-bedroom, and it will amaze you that the average person who works in maybe a blue chip company, a properly built organization, will end up paying millions for a house. What is it in the mind that cannot tell you that these millions can get me a place permanently? So he has said one of the reasons is that they do not understand maybe the priority, the need to plan it, and they don't even know that it's possible because they don't know all the options available. What more?
I think based on the background where you're coming from, it pretty much has to do with lack of delayed gratification. A lot of people want to just have it all. They don't want to stress themselves. Of course, like scenario you just painted, I'm living in a 2-bed, a room self-contained, and now my baby's coming. I have to live in a 2-bedroom flat. You understand? You know? So that comfort is there. Nobody's against that. But then I think at the back end is the fact that most people who have that issue really want to enjoy themselves. They don't want to work, they don't look into the bigger picture of some of these things. And that is why you see a lot of us, make such decisions, which at the end of the day, it will hurt, because every marriage, from my experience and what I know, even before I got married, after 5 years, you should be able to plan. And if such a person know that there's an opportunity to even own a house in the next 2-3 years as a married person, I don't think he will make such decision to live in a particular apartment where he's going to pay bigger, where he would have even make provision for savings, Mr. Monday talked about. So I think lack of, this delayed gratification has caused a lot of guys to make, people to make this kind of decision getting married.
So delay, if possible, tell your babe that I want us to. Let's say you couldn't do it before you got ready for marriage.
I know
and you can decide.
Let's not, not consider this aspect. Some women also push their man to make that decision as well.
Bam.
And of course, and that's what we're talking about. If the man actually understands this, and is also one of the texts of the right woman that has come to run this life with him. So by the time a man and a woman understand these things, they should be able to say, guy, let's maintain this.
Yes.
Let's work towards the future. Let's plan. Let's see how
in and out of 1.5 years or within 1 year.
Also know that guys can also want to do that to impress their woman, but when he has a good wife in the making.
Wife material, 100 yards. For 1,000 yards.
Whatever. So I think both should be able to see the future and begin to think about owning it, because it's about investment here.
It's investment. We'll leave it up there because we have to go on a very short break now. Please stay tuned, and I'll take a few calls once we're back. Thank you.
President's Properties, one of Nigeria's leading commercial real estate giants. With 60 estate locations nationwide, 13,000 realtors, 10,000 clients based, and 8 office locations, Pertinence Properties Limited is a force to reckon with in the world of real estate and construction. Bringing your home ownership dream to reality through affordable land and property across the nation. With as low as 200,000 naira, you can get on the path to property ownership. Locations: Lagos, Abuja, Ilorin, Ogbomoso, Owerri, Ogun, and so on. For more information, please call 081 42000 428, 080 966 98999, or visit www.pertinenceproperties.com. Email info@pertinenceproperties.com. Pertinence Properties. Live your dream.
Yes, so live your dream. Live your dream. Live your dream. Don't cover your dream. Live it. That's Pertinence Group, the mother company or parent company of Pertinence Properties Limited. They've been doing this with us. I can't be tired saying this. They've been doing it with us for 3 years and plus, and we really value this partnership. They are there to sort all of your real estate concerns. Just a call. So we'll leave a number with you when we're done if you'd like to get information about how to sort any real estate inclined issue, desire, target, dream. All right. Yes, I still have Mr. Iku and Mr. Obasa in the studio with me, and it's been hot back to back to back. We are asking the question: if you had a say, because you see, some people can call in and say, what concerns you? Is it not my life? If you are my brother, uncle, is that why you should put mouth? Is it, that's also possible. So that's what I was saying. If you had a say, would you let your friend marry your sister into a family house? Some of the things we've been able to establish is why that may not be advisable, even though out of empathy, brotherly thing, I understand, party stuff. But even after that, there are things that your sister and himself would have to weather. Their storms are unnecessary at the beginning of their marriage. And moving forward from there, we even took it a notch higher and said, what about even thinking of, apart from renting? So that guy is still struggling with renting, but we're saying, expand the vision.
Permanent solution.
Get a permanent solution. What about owning your own place that was built or bought? And then we've been trying to create solution around what you need to do, the things you need to know. Instrumental payment plans and all available to you for you to be able to take advantage of that beautiful one. And finally, Mr. Obasa mentioned, Mr. Eku mentioned before we went on the break, that it's an investment. That's the major thing I want us to understand. If you know it's an investment, you will drink garri for it. We talked about delayed gratification. You will save up for it. You will plan for it. You will organize your spending. You will hold
Make your
on.
woman see why it has to be done.
You will become a
She's a
propagandist. You will come and be persuasive with the goal that come, babe. After a while, we are going to be owners of this, and then it will take the stress off for as long as it will matter to us. And Mr. Iku and Mr. Obasa are here, and they're from Sentinel Group. It's a group already because we have a lot of other things.
That's right.
Real estate, housing, land ownership solutions, investment solutions. And there's going to be one big one coming.
Yes.
In a matter. In fact, they are going to be here with me again. I'll let you know. So when they show, you know that they have come. All right. So we are going to be here together again to help you see the detail of the offer that they have. But I'm sure they want to leave contacts through which you can reach out. You want to answer questions around becoming a landlord before you get married. See, I can almost become an advocate for that thing. Yeah, because as someone who's already married, I know that
responsibility.
There's peace of mind.
Yeah.
There's peace of mind that it gives you. There's a lot that it gives you. So those monies you are using to buy change cars anyhow, convert them. Accountants will tell you that owning a car is a liability.
A liability. Complete one.
You may want to accept it or not, but that's the truth. So
That's
knowledge is one of the things that people of character pursue. They keep learning, they keep on learning, and they keep relearning. So you've listened to us today. Begin to think of it. You are not too small. And if you have cultural biases that they will think that I have arrived. Do you know that's why some people will not do it?
Yes.
They will think I have arrived.
Of course.
Or some people's parents will even say, you have not married, you are thinking of owning a house. No. Priority scale should set in and in the order of importance to you. So, yes, sir, let's have all the contacts where they can.
Okay, all right. Sentinel, if you want to reach us, you can go through sentinel.africa. That's the website.
Okay, sentinel.africa.
Our social media handle, just simple, sentinelgroup.ng.
Sentinelgroup.ng.
And you want to reach or fire phone call, then
Yes.
you can go through 0805 54
Okay, let's take it 0805
74
74
323
323
22.
22.
So I take it again 0805 74 323 22.
Amazing,
That's
amazing,
right, yeah.
amazing. Thank you so very much, Mr. Obasa. Thank you for telling us that they should not be afraid. It can be done.
Yes.
We'll join you again next week, God willing. You want to reach me, Obasa Olusola-Obasa, please call 081 061 20819. I can also be your link to Pertinence Group. You understand now? Let's see you again next Saturday from every one of us in the studio. Bye now.
Thank you very much. Bye.